Waking up early is more than just an adjustment in your sleep schedule. It is a declaration of intent, a powerful commitment to taking control of your life. Every great change, every significant transformation begins with a decision. The decision to wake up early is not just about gaining a few extra hours. It is about gaining mastery over your day. When you wake up early, you create space for yourself before the demands of the world come rushing in. It is a sacred time where you are not responding to emails, phone calls, or the chaos of daily life. Instead, you are setting the foundation for the kind of day you want to have. Imagine waking up before the sun rises, when the world is still quiet, when there are no distractions pulling you in different directions. That silence, that stillness is your canvas. It is the time to center yourself, to visualize your goals, to nourish your mind and body. It is in those early hours that some of the most successful people in the world find their clarity. Whether it is writing down intentions, meditating, exercising, or simply enjoying the peace of the morning, waking up early provides an opportunity for growth that cannot be found in the rush of the day. When you wake up early, you are telling yourself that your life, your dreams, and your aspirations are important. You are prioritizing yourself before the world demands your attention. Too often, people wake up just in time to get to work or to fulfill obligations, leaving no time to connect with themselves. But the most successful individuals in the world, athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, understand that the first few hours of the day are sacred. They are the hours that set the tone for everything else. When you start your morning with intention, when you make a conscious decision to begin the day with purpose, you carry that energy with you throughout the day. Many people say they are not morning people. But being a morning person is not about genetics or personality. It is about habit. It is about creating a routine that works for you. It is about deciding that you deserve a head start on your day. When you give yourself time in the morning, you are not rushing out of bed, scrambling to get dressed, skipping breakfast, and running out the door in a panic. Instead, you wake up with peace, with purpose, and with power. There is something incredibly empowering about watching the sun rise, about being awake before the rest of the world. It makes you feel like you have an edge, like you are ahead of the game. While others are still asleep, you are already moving, already working towards your goals. You are not waiting for life to happen to you, you are creating it. And that small shift in mindset, that simple act of waking up early, can completely transform the way you approach everything in your life. Think of all the times you have woken up late, feeling groggy, unmotivated, and rushed. The rest of the day feels chaotic, like you are constantly trying to catch up. But when you wake up early, you give yourself the gift of time. You can breathe, you can plan, you can start your day on your own terms. And when you do that, you are no longer reacting to the world, you are shaping it. Some of the most influential people in the world have one habit in common. They wake up early. They understand that success is not built in a single day, but in the small choices made every day. And waking up early is one of those choices. It is a decision to be proactive rather than reactive, to take control rather than letting circumstances dictate your mood and productivity. Your mornings should not be dictated by stress or urgency. They should be a time for self-reflection, for growth, for setting the right intentions. When you wake up early, you give yourself the opportunity to read, to write, to exercise, to meditate, to learn something new. You create time for yourself before giving your energy to the rest of the world. This time is a gift. A space where you can reconnect with your purpose and remind yourself why you are doing what you are doing. It is easy to say, I don't have time, but the truth is, time is always there. You just have to claim it. Waking up early is about reclaiming your power over time. It is about proving to yourself that you can make time for the things that matter, that you can prioritize your well-being and your dreams. A morning routine that is intentional and structured can completely change your life. It is not about waking up early just for the sake of it. It is about what you do with that time. Some of the most profound moments of self-discovery happen in the early hours of the morning, when the mind is fresh, when the distractions are minimal, and when you are able to focus completely on yourself. If you've ever felt like you are stuck in a cycle of busyness without progress, Waking up early might be the key to breaking that cycle. Because the morning is when you can work on the things that truly matter. Whether it is writing a book, starting a business, learning a new skill, or simply taking care of your mental and physical health, the morning is your chance to invest in yourself. The way you start your day has a direct impact on the way you live your life. If you start with stress and chaos, that energy follows you. But if you start with peace, purpose, and intention, that energy fuels you. It gives you confidence, motivation, and clarity. It allows you to approach challenges with a different mindset, one that is grounded and prepared rather than reactive and overwhelmed. Most people want success, but they do not want to change their habits. They want to achieve great things, but they do not want to sacrifice comfort. But the truth is, greatness requires discipline. It requires making choices that are not always easy, but are always worth it. Waking up early is one of those choices. It might not be easy at first, but it is a habit that will change everything. There will always be excuses to sleep in. There will always be reasons to delay, to postpone, to stay in your comfort zone. But if you truly want to change your life, you have to start by changing the way you approach each day. You have to wake up with purpose, with excitement, with determination. You have to remind yourself that your dreams are worth the effort, that your goals deserve your full commitment. Waking up early is not about being busy. It is about being intentional. It is about creating space for yourself, about honoring your own time, about making the most of every single day. And when you start doing that, you will realize that success is not a distant dream. It is a series of small, powerful choices made every single day. Discipline is the foundation of all success. It is not talent, intelligence, or luck that determines who achieves greatness. It is the ability to stay committed to a routine, to show up every single day, and to put in the effort even when it feels difficult. Success is not built overnight. It is the result of countless small decisions made consistently over time. One of the most important of those decisions is how you start your day. Waking up early is not just a habit. It is a form of self-discipline that shapes your entire mindset, productivity, and ability to achieve your goals. When you wake up early, you are training yourself to be in control. You are proving to yourself that you can resist the temptation to sleep in, that you can prioritize long-term success over short-term comfort. That simple act of getting out of bed before the world wakes up is an act of self-mastery. It is a statement that you are willing to do what others won't, so you can achieve what others can't. Many people struggle with achieving their dreams because they wait for motivation to push them forward. But motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes like a wave, and if you depend on it, you will never be consistent. Discipline, on the other hand, is a choice. It is a decision you make every day, regardless of how you feel. And waking up early is one of the first and most powerful ways to practice that discipline. Think about the most successful athletes, entrepreneurs, and leaders in the world. They all have one thing in common. They follow strict routines. They wake up early, they stick to their schedules, and they do not allow their emotions to dictate their actions. They understand that discipline is the foundation of progress. They do not wait for the perfect moment or the perfect mood to take action. They take action regardless of circumstances. The people who achieve the most in life are not necessarily the ones who have the most talent, but the ones who are willing to wake up early, work hard, and remain consistent. Discipline is what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. It is the ability to push forward when others would quit. It is waking up even when you don't feel like it, showing up even when it's uncomfortable, and putting in the effort even when no one is watching. When you wake up early, you give yourself an advantage over the rest of the world. While others are still in bed, you are already making progress. While others are hitting snooze, you are setting goals, planning your day, and getting ahead. It is not about competing with others. It is about competing with the person you were yesterday. Every morning, you have the opportunity to be better than you were the day before. And the earlier you start, the more time you have to grow, to improve, and to take control of your life. Discipline does not mean sacrificing happiness. It does not mean living a rigid, joyless life. In fact, it is the opposite. Discipline gives you freedom. When you have control over your time and habits, you have the power to create the life you truly want. When you wake up early and start your day with intention, you are no longer a prisoner to chaos or procrastination. You are free to focus on what truly matters to you. The people who lack discipline often find themselves overwhelmed, stressed, and constantly trying to catch up. They wake up late, rush through their mornings, and feel exhausted before the day has even begun. They spend their time reacting to life instead of shaping it. But those who develop discipline, those who wake up early and take control of their day, find themselves ahead of the game. They move with purpose, they manage their time wisely, and they achieve far more than they ever thought possible. Waking up early is not just about gaining extra hours. It is about developing the mindset of success. It is about proving to yourself that you are capable of commitment, that you have the power to shape your future. It is about setting a standard for yourself and refusing to settle for anything less. Because when you discipline yourself to wake up early, you are training yourself to be disciplined in all other areas of life. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. If you can master the habit of waking up early, you can master anything. It is not easy at first. Your body will resist, your mind will make excuses, and you will be tempted to go back to old habits. But discipline is built through repetition. The more you practice, the stronger you become. Over time, what once felt difficult will become second nature. What once felt impossible will become your new normal. The key to maintaining discipline is to have a strong reason behind it. If you are waking up early just for the sake of it, it will not be sustainable. But if you wake up early because you have a dream to chase, a goal to achieve, a life to build, then it becomes easier. When you connect your actions to a higher purpose, discipline becomes a source of strength rather than struggle. Another important aspect of discipline is accountability. It is easy to make excuses when no one is watching, but true discipline comes from holding yourself accountable. It comes from setting standards for yourself and refusing to compromise. It is about keeping the promises you make to yourself, even when no one else will know if you break them. Because at the end of the day, success is not about impressing others. It is about becoming the best version of yourself. Many people say they want to be successful, but they are not willing to be disciplined. They want the rewards without the effort. They want the results without the sacrifice. But the truth is, there are no shortcuts to success. Every great achievement is built on a foundation of discipline, consistency, and hard work. And waking up early is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to develop those qualities. Discipline is not about perfection. It is not about never making mistakes or never feeling tired. It is about persistence. It is about getting up every time you fall. It is about refusing to let setbacks define you. Even if you miss a day, even if you sleep in once in a while, it does not mean you have failed. What matters is that you get back on track. What matters is that you do not give up. The journey to success is not always easy, but it is always worth it. And it begins with the choices you make every single day. It begins with the discipline to wake up early, to start your day with purpose, and to commit to becoming the best version of yourself. Because when you develop that discipline, there is nothing you cannot achieve. When you wake up early, you are not just creating time for yourself, you are also setting the tone for how you impact the world. Every morning is a new opportunity to rise, shine, and be a source of inspiration to others. The way you start your day does not just affect you, it influences the people around you. When you cultivate positive energy, discipline, and motivation from the moment you wake up, you naturally pass that energy on to others. We live in a world where many people struggle with self-doubt, fear, and a lack of motivation. They wake up feeling exhausted, uninspired, and unsure of their purpose. But imagine if you could be the light that changes that. Imagine if your energy, your commitment to growth, and your ability to show up with enthusiasm could inspire someone else to do the same. This is the power of waking up early, not just to improve your own life, but to become a beacon of positivity for those around you. The first step to being a source of light for others is to take care of yourself first. You cannot pour from an empty cup. When you wake up early and dedicate time to self-improvement, whether it is through exercise, meditation, reading, or simply planning your day, You are strengthening your mind and body. You are becoming the best version of yourself. And in doing so, you become a person who naturally uplifts and inspires others. People often underestimate the impact they have on those around them. Every single day, your actions, words, and energy influence someone. Whether it is a family member, a colleague, a friend, or even a stranger, the way you show up in the world has a ripple effect. When you wake up early and start your day with enthusiasm, others notice. They see your commitment, your discipline, and your positivity, and it makes them question their own habits. It makes them wonder if they too could do more, be more, and achieve more. Being a light for others does not mean you have to be perfect. It does not mean you have to have everything figured out. It simply means that you choose to show up every day with a mindset of growth and gratitude. It means you choose to lift others up instead of bringing them down. When you wake up early and take control of your morning, you are not just helping yourself. You are showing others that it is possible. Think about the people who have inspired you in your own life. Perhaps it was a teacher who believed in you, a mentor who guided you, or even a friend who always seemed to have a positive outlook. What made them stand out? It was their energy, their resilience, and their ability to lift others. They were the kind of people who made you believe in yourself simply by the way they carried themselves. You have the power to be that person for someone else. When you wake up early, you are making a choice to start your day with intention. You are setting a standard for yourself and for those who look up to you. If you are a parent, your children will see your discipline and learn from it. If you are a leader, your team will be inspired by your work ethic. If you are a friend, your dedication will encourage those around you to push themselves harder. The energy you bring into the world has the power to transform lives. One of the biggest obstacles people face in their journey towards success is self-doubt. Many people do not believe in their own potential. They tell themselves they are not capable, that they are not worthy, that they do not have what it takes. But when they see someone else, someone just like them, rising above those doubts and taking control of their life, it changes everything. Your actions can be the proof that someone needs to believe in themselves. Waking up early is not just about productivity, it is about presence. It is about showing up fully for yourself and for those around you. It is about being intentional with your time and using it in a way that adds value to the world. When you start your day with a positive mindset, you become the kind of person who others want to be around. Your energy becomes contagious. There are many ways to be a light for others in the morning. It can be as simple as sending an encouraging message to a friend, sharing something inspiring, or even just smiling at someone you meet. Small acts of kindness, when done consistently, have a profound impact. A few words of encouragement in the morning can change the trajectory of someone's entire day. Another way to be a source of inspiration is to share your journey. People connect with authenticity. If you're someone who struggled with waking up early, but made the decision to change, share that story. Let others know that it is possible. Show them that transformation is within reach. The more people see real-life examples of growth and success, the more they start to believe that they can do it too. Being the light for others does not mean you have to be loud or charismatic. It simply means that you live in a way that aligns with your values. It means you lead by example. When you prioritize your well-being, when you take charge of your day, when you chase your dreams with passion, you automatically inspire others to do the same. Your presence, your discipline, and your commitment to growth become a silent but powerful influence. Sometimes we underestimate how much our actions matter. But the truth is, you never know who is watching. You never know who is looking up to you. It could be someone close to you, or it could be someone you barely know. Your journey could be the motivation someone needs to keep going. Imagine a world where more people started their day with purpose and positivity. A world where people woke up early, not because they had to, but because they wanted to invest in themselves. A world where success was not just about personal achievement, but about lifting others along the way. That world starts with individuals like you making the decision to rise early, to shine brightly, and to be a guiding light for those around them. No matter where you are in life, you have the ability to make a difference. You have the power to inspire. It all begins with how you show up every morning. When you wake up early and start your day with intention, you set the foundation for not just your own success, but for the success of those around you. You become the proof that discipline, consistency, and a positive mindset can truly change lives. Every morning is a new opportunity to rise with purpose, shine with confidence, and inspire those around you. The way you start your day shapes not only your own future, but also the lives of those who look up to you. When you wake up early, embrace discipline, and move with intention, you become a source of motivation for others. Your actions, energy, and commitment create a ripple effect of positivity. So wake up, step into your power, and be the light that guides others toward greatness. The world needs your passion, your strength, and your unstoppable determination.